Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Sabrina, Chapter 2, Episode number 1.
Yeah, and we're not even going to talk about it. We're going to get right to it.
She which now?
Yeah.
She's just a girl.
This is great. That's morning, aunties. Ambrose.
Deafening morning, you mean? Wasn't that music rather loud?
Loud enough to wake the dead.
Don't worry, Aunt Zelda. I've already spoken with the new principal, and she's given me an indefinite leave of absence.
Boardwalk.
Mr. Marlin.
If I'm the hand that molds our young pupils' minds, these are my fingers. This is Brother Macon, Sister Carswell, Brother Lovecraft, Brother Beers, and Sister Jackson.
Hello. So lovely to meet you in this new context.
As my wife Constance did before her death. With every fresh cycle at the Academy comes the customary election of a new top boy, tasked with serving as a liaison between students and faculty, as well as providing a much-needed example for the rest of you lot. The floor is now open for student nominations. Would anyone like to challenge Nicholas?
I would.
I thought not. Young Master Nicholas, if you
Can it only
accept
be a
this
boy?
nomination-
Excuse me, Father Blackwood, but
Indeed, the Academy recognizes Sabrina Spellman, who will join Nicholas Scratch in 3 challenges of witchcraft to be held in the desecrated church: the Inquisition, the Boil and Bubble, and the Conjuring.
Boys stick together, babe.
am I crazy? Or was Ambrose just throwing shade at me?
Throwing what?
Well, what?
Definitely throwing shade.
Definitely throwing shade.
I bring you tidings of filth and disease.
No me, girl.
And you need one!
Oh my god, they're on the table, girl.
For that matter. Tergento fuoco quali voco te exigo.
Really? Because you spurn the covenant every turn, you question our every ritual, you assail every tradition. So
Not every
excuse me.
tradition, just the ones that involve the murder and cannibalization of young witches.
Please. You know, I don't even want to argue. Because
Maybe I do.
What's happening in here?
nothing, Aunt Hilda.
Well, I heard yelling and wind and...
I heard wind.
Fine. Hilda, go to bed.
I beg your pardon? Miss? You go to bed. School night.
And you know she don't get mad.
I beg your pardon. You
Yeah,
go to
who you
bed.
talking to? Okay, let me say it again.
How did the mortals finally murder our beloved Father Gregory Rasputin?
Poisoning.
I'm sorry, but the complete answer
And beating, and shooting, and drowning. And finally, they destroyed the unholy reliquary containing his mummified heart.
Rasputin.
I feel like as a witch test though, just like in Harry Potter, there should be ways where you can't cheat. Like
Yeah.
you would think that protected you can't cheat.
Yeah.
You're the problem. This is a boys' team, and I don't know what you are, but you're sure as hell not a boy.
Yeah, and you're short and you can't shoot for shit.
Okay, you know what, blockheads? I took you on once. I'm not afraid to do it
Hey,
again.
calm down, Susie.
It's come to my attention that you refuse to let Susie Putnam try out for the basketball team, which is unacceptable. There should be absolutely no gender discrimination at Baxter High under my regime.
Okay. Fine, she can try out. And let Miss Putnam succeed or fail based on her talent. After all, she's 4'0", she can't dribble, she has no coordination, she can't sink a basket, but put her up against my boys and
That's
let
how
she
she do.
comes out on top. Get out there!
Get out there!
This is fun.
Okay, she got
The
bars so
potion
far.
remains stable.
Blind white eye of cave-born shark, brought untimely from the dark.
Cave-born shark. The bubble boy.
It went granted.
Putrefied. I'm afraid.
Maybe that's something she made. She told her to make that. It's gonna help her.
Well, I'm sure he lost his challenge. He only's got one more.
They good?
Well, I guess they're cheering her on because she didn't back down. Jesus
Damn, man,
Christ.
they just walking.
Snatched her up.
Why did you come for me? Who sent you? Summoned you?
Your hands are bound, no spell casting for you.
Why are you doing this?
No one else would. Only my brothers and I would dare it.
Dare what?
You're trespassing, demon.
No. I recognize you.
Yeah, shut that shit down.
As we
Yeah,
well
they
know,
brought her
the more
mom back.
complex
That's what
and
happened. No,
exact
it's not.
the sacred
Because that's when they
geometry
came
is,
back.
That's not.
No, before that, when she
the
fucking.
demon he'll be able to summon
They just said.
and
They just
save
said
They
somebody.
think he did it.
within the
No,
circle's
the
circumference.
demons had to be called by somebody though,
Yeah.
regardless.
Your own good time, Miss Spellman, Mr. Scratch.
We're ready, Father Blackwood.
Good.
Good to conspire to you.
I'm ready. Let's seal the deal.
Oh, well, I'm just thinking it had something to do with
Sever your
the,
circles at once. This is
when
not
all the
within
witches
rules
was
of
there.
the challenge.
But it probably
Thunder
doesn't.
is sending demons to attack and kill me.
Now they're bringing the three things to back right now.
Remain calm. Stay in your seats. The energies are too volatile.
How you done?
Demons, we fix and hold you in our grasp.
Demons, we keep you bound by Satan's will.
We command you to speak your names aloud. And the chaos she engenders, she must be stopped. Stopped from doing what? Which must not ascend.
In what way, Sin? What are you talking about?
Beelzebub, I banish you. Person, I banish you.
Well, he didn't send them. So, but somebody
You
is.
put all of your classmates at risk.
Now,
Theo.
Theo,
The fuck you get that name from?
I like it.
do you think Sabrina knew about Theo?
You know, I'm not sure.
Oh, shit.
They gotta hook up.
Boss.
Ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, it's official.
Hey, isn't there some witchy club we can go to?
There we go.
Yeah,
That's how it happens, babe.
Dorian's Grey Room?
Yeah, that's the one.
She ain't mad. She just
It's a
like
warlock.
confirmation. Good. Now I can go do what I wanted to do anyway.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just like
What would you
Confirmation.
like to drink?
we're officially.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Dark Lord, forgive my impudence in summoning you, but I thought it was time we caught up on a few things. Starting with Sabrina Spellman. I've begun to suspect that she's much more important to your plans than you led me to believe.
Abigail Cohen. Alright, that was episode 1 of chapter 2 of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
So I think we're definitely going to see more in season 2 that Sabrina leans into the fact
The
that
dark
she's a
side.
witch. So I think that's going to be really exciting. I like the fun beginning where she's like changing her outfits,
Yep.
and this was a lot of. We got to see a lot of magic happen
Yep.
this episode with. You know, the conjuring, even with like the potion making,
Yeah, they
which
getting
all kind
into
of
the
reminded
witching.
me a little bit of Harry Potter. I was a little geeked
Yeah.
in it. But I think that it's going to make for a very interesting season. It looks like Sabrina is struggling to still be able to relate with her mortal friends,
Yeah.
especially because she's worried that at any point he can call on her to do his bidding. And I get that thought. Like, you wouldn't want to be, you'd rather be around witches who could defend themselves than mortals who can't. So I can see her struggle. Yeah. I was thinking too, at the end of last season, at Hilda's boyfriend with the eyes, we haven't revisited that too. So that's something I wonder if that's going to come back. Yeah, he'll be back. But you were right in calling we were just going to deal with these 3 kings in this episode for the sake of creating the storyline. What does her ascension mean, and who is trying to stop it? That's the little nugget they left. So that was the purpose of them. But again, we're not going to see them throughout the season. So I thought that was a great call on your part. That's exactly how it played out this episode.
It seems that like Blackwell is not. He ain't have nothing to do with that at all. Nick had nothing to do with it at all. So it's good. So right now we're going to be going to fighting this whole struggle of male dominance over here. That's gonna be one thing we fight, and then the Dark Lord, his ultimate plan.
What is it? Yeah.
And she is a half witch. We know the kings are against it. They don't want it to be.
But I wonder if they're against it because she's
half witch probably, and they're probably going against the Dark Lord. You know, which they shouldn't, but they are. They totally going against it because she should not become queen of hell. That's what the ultimate thing is. Not the high priestess, but take over the Dark Lord and become queen of hell. And I think that's the super duper thing that will make the 3 kings of the demons come back to do this. They did it on their own. That's the thing. I was like, nah, you could. So I'm guessing there's a possibility that people are thinking, or demons are thinking, that she could outwit the Dark Lord herself. I don't know, but that's what it seemed like.
That's crazy.
And for her auntie to become high priestess would be nice. And I'm glad Ambrose is getting a little bit more.
Why do you think her aunt's going to be high priestess?
It seemed like it's just the way we might end up going. Like Sabrina would be queen, her auntie would be high priestess, Ambrose would be like
I don't
free to
think
go out
she would want any of that. That she would have to be in hell. That would be not what Sabrina wants.
I know.
And if it's the intention of the Lucifer or the Dark Lord or whatever you call him, why would he want that for her?
No, I don't think he wants that for her. I think he has a different plan. Not that to be taken over by her. No, but I think that the demon kings probably understand if she wanted to, once she gets super strong and realize all her power, she could take over the Dark Lord. The Dark Lord might not realize that.
It feels like the Dark Lord would know more than anybody.
You would think.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but there's a lot of setup in this episode.
That's the biggest thing she can get to. And
I just mean that doesn't make sense as far as figuring out what the Dark Lord's plan is then. Like, what's his plan?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he probably has a different plan, but it might end up being the only way she can change everything that she wants to change is to become the queen of hell. And then boom, she can make all the rules and do whatever she want to do like that. I mean, it could be possible.
I mean, the Dark Lord would literally, if that's not his plan, he would literally have all the forces to kill her. There's no way that she would even be able to do that because he controls everybody.
Right.
So like there's no way that would even come to force unless he himself wants her to be next to him as queen.
Oh, maybe he want to retire?
No,
willingly? To be the queen.
Yeah, that doesn't mean overtaking, like being side by side.
Just let her be number 2.
Would piss off Miss Wardwell because that's where she thought
she
wanted
to be number 2.
So I feel like that makes
that's probably where the story's going. Yeah. Got it. All right. Well, if we wrong, we wrong. If we right, we right. But don't spoil it for us anyway. But looking forward to see how it shakes out. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Sabrina Chapter 2, Episode number 1. Until next time, people. Peace.
John vibe in the air, let's go! I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the hardest dude in the club right now. She got the VIP locked down, cause she the baddest chick in the club right now.
I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the baddest chick in the club right now. He got the VIP locked down, cause he the hottest dude in the club right now.
Look, I'm on the guest list, walking past